Well, I'm sure you have heard about the Steam, MasterCard, Visa, PayPal, bank, adult game controversy. This is something that kind of involves a lot of parties. It's mainly centered around Steam, but basically it is in regard to payment processors and the power that they apparently have over the games that are provided on Steam and really any kind of platform like that. Because the whole thing has been, over the past month now, there's been a huge uproar over the fact that they have kind of exercised this power in order to get certain naughty games from Steam, because these naughty games were a little too extra naughty, they were a little too adult, showed too many bad things, I don't know, whatever. The whole thing's pretty dumb, and it seems very much like people are very upset, and rightfully so. Payment processors should not have this kind of power, but that's where we are at with it right now. But the thing is, the blame game has kind of been, we've seen it kind of in full motion here. Steam says it's not them, MasterCard says it's not them, PayPal says it's not them. It all kind of comes back to the banks. Not one bank in particular, just the banks. It's just said in general. They're kind of the boogeyman now that is being blamed, I guess, for all of this. I guess they don't like all of this pressure of all of the naughty games that's put on them and their awesome reputation, I guess. So they were the ones that made this whole mass exodus of adult content within video games happen. But the thing is, during all of this, people have said actually that it has nothing to do with the adult games. Yeah, people are getting things misconstrued. They're really putting two and two together that really don't belong together. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say this, and a lot of companies as well, a lot of payment processors. Well, here's the thing. Valve just today commented on this and basically confirmed that it is due to the adult games that the banks have pulled out, basically proving this argument that it has nothing to do with the adult games completely incorrect. So this comes from this article that was written today by Mark Warren, or I should say probably that it was updated today. I guess I don't know when it was actually authored. Maybe it was earlier today, or maybe it was a couple days ago. But regardless, this article says Valve explains why using PayPal for Steam purchases is not currently an option in a whole bunch of countries. But right under that, it says Valve has responded. So what was the response? Well, here's the update. So it says Valve has confirmed to Rock Paper Shotgun that this withdrawal of support for Steam transactions by one of PayPal's acquiring banks is regarding content on Steam related to what we have previously commented on surrounding MasterCard, and that is the adult content. So it says, in this case, one of PayPal's acquiring banks decided to stop processing any Steam transactions, which cut off PayPal on Steam for a number of currencies. That is what a Valve spokesperson said. So it sounds like we have found out two different things here. The mass exodus is at least in part due to the banks. That was correct. Or at least one bank. I don't know what bank this is. But also, too, this is occurring not due to a glitch, not due to different, I don't know, I've heard people say like different stuff with different countries, new policies passed by different countries, overseas, stuff like that. No, this also confirms, I would say anyway, pretty much confirms that that is not true, and that the whole issue is actually still surrounding on the inclusion of these risque or adult games on the Steam platform. Very unfortunate that this wasn't all just a misunderstanding, and it turned out that the banks and the payment processors did not have power over allowing what games to and to not allow on Steam, but it turns out that is really actually the case.